Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is gonna be like the quicker deck profile. So basically, we recorded a profile where Ashton went into a super in-depth way about his deck. So yeah, that video's probably gonna be posted before or after, but we'll see after. But anyway, yeah, this one's just gonna be like a quick profile, well, quicker, just to show like just the ratios and like, how everything was played out. And yeah, like I said, thank you Ashton, for just sharing his deck profile. And like I said, you are the regional winner, so this deck's really insane. But also you're a very, very good player. So anyway, let's get straight into it.
All right. So for the most part, virtual worlds, we got 3 Lulus,
right?
3 GGs,
right?
3 Lilies,
so
2 Laos,
right?
And then the 1 Yan Yan.
Right. So that is the ratios for the virtual world stuff. Like I said, I don't think
really much to say about this. This is all standard. 1 Yan Yan, 2 Laos. Lala, you just don't want to draw as much. Yan Yan is just this is not pure virtual world, so you only want to run the 1 Yan Yan.
Right.
All right. Swordsoul stuff.
Yep.
Swordsoul monsters. 3 Moyis, 3 Moyis, 1 Tyra, 1 Long Yan.
Yep.
You want to see this one more often. You need this to unbrick yourself, and then the 1 Long Yan because
makes all your level 10s.
It just makes all the level 10s, but like it's not really you don't really need much of this one.
Right.
It's perfect ratios for Swordsoul.
Okay.
Alright, and then for the spells,
right.
3 Qinglongs, the main way to search your Swordsoul, not Swordsoul, your virtual worlds.
Right.
3 Kowloons. One of the best cards to get started.
Yeah, because this bridges to Qinglong and your Chuche.
Yeah, bridges to Chuche as well.
And sometimes Zhongwu. No, I'm just playing.
Sometimes Zhongwu. Zhongwu control, baby.
Zhongwu control. Bro.
I love Zhongwu control.
Oh yeah.
3 E-Tellies. Cards, meh. Honestly, I really wish this is just whatever. Honestly, you just need this to get another virtual world name on the field
without having
body,
the normal.
Without having the normal.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you still play 3 because it's E-Telly. I mean,
still a good card for the deck.
Especially from the deck is just pretty cool.
Yeah.
You
also bait out Ash.
Does also bait out Ash.
Yeah.
All right, and then the other spells. 3 emergence. Search your Swordsoul cards. If you have a synchro on the field, you can also search VW cards. So
yeah,
this card becomes a lot better in this deck.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Emergence is pretty good,
Emergence is really good as a consistency card. 1 Mendenhall fusion.
Yeah, super spicy tech. Like I said, in the other video that we recorded, he explained why he ran it. But, just a little quick rundown. Yeah,
basically you just use this to get an extra draw. Long story short, this card's +1 compared to the other draw cards.
Right.
And it's not even that bricky, to be honest.
Right. Awesome. Little nice, little nice tech.
Traps.
Right.
2 Chuches, best card in the deck. This card literally trades with everything in this game.
Right.
1-for-1 trade. I mean, like this card is literally just like Dryden as a trap card, so it becomes way less interactable.
Right. Crazy card.
I mean, so funny too. It's just like against the Ruining deck, you're just giving me free Chuche materials.
Yep, and you just keep pounding the Fontaine.
Yep, we just keep popping Fontaine because me and the homies hate the fountain.
Right.
That's about it for that's it. For the one more virtual world trap.
Yeah.
Zhongwu. I hate this card, but like you have to play it because it is part of the combo.
Yeah.
But yeah, this card sucks.
Oh yeah, that card. That card's OP, bro. That card needs to be banned.
Card's OP. Blackout.
Yeah, Blackout's crazy, huh?
Blackout's crazy because obviously it just pops. It's so destructive. It just pops everything. But like also when it's banished, you can make a token. Funnily, how it came up because a runic player banished this off of my deck, and I just made a token.
Right.
But other than that, card's the same still.
Yep.
You have to run it. All right, for the going second / board breakers.
Yep.
3 Dark Rulers. Card's insane. I mean, this card literally just turns off Nat Beast. That's what else am I gonna say?
Right.
Like what else do I have to say? It's like it just turns off Nat Beast.
Oh yeah, and at that point you'd be in a better position,
But like other than that, it also turns off a Rise Heart, which is also pretty cool. But like, yeah, this card is like pretty insane. This card shuts down literally your opponent's board for the turn, and you just break that board with your engine.
So by the way, guys, he's only running 6 non-engine cards. I just want to let you guys know.
Yeah, I mean, like your engine is like literally strong enough to even like to go to you. Like it's just strong enough.
Right, to like break a board.
To break a board.
But
like,
this is for in case the suboptimal hands come up.
Right,
You know?
Dark Ruler is just a bonus.
Right.
You know, like with a suboptimal hand, and you have Dark Ruler in hand, you're breaking the board like most of the time. And then the last 3 going second cards. 2 nibs and 1 call by. I don't even need to say anything about call by. 2 nibs because nobody respects this card.
Yeah, especially in the main deck right now. I mean, there are people still main decking it, but nobody's respecting this card though.
People main deck this card, but like people are just like if people don't respect this card is so broken.
Right.
But like you know, we'll see from time. You know, if like this card can come out for other cards, but like at the moment, this card's insane.
Oh yeah.
You know, nib.
Can single-handedly end the turn.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah. I move on to the extra deck first.
Yep. Extra deck. Yeah. All right. Extra deck. Final Sug for the level 12s. Final Sugma and Zoken.
Yep.
You need Zoken to make Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing is the way to basically respect Nib. Yeah. I don't respect Nib, but this deck does.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So like for some reason, like you know, you just make Zoken, you know, to naturally to bait out a Nib, and you just naturally bait out Nib with a Crystal Wing and stuff like that. It's really funny.
And this card is for just in case you can't draw like a.
This Final Sigma is there just in case you don't have a spell or trap to make Zoken. You just bring this out. But this card is also insane because Runics don't do anything against this card.
Right.
Yeah, like this card literally towers, and Runics literally cannot interact with the card.
Right. It's always nice to have a card.
Always nice. The 2 level 10s, Evil Long John and Big Chungus.
Yeah.
So like
Big Chungus boy.
Big Chungus. Evil Long John, basically he just keeps burning and burning and burning. Pretty decent all the time. Actually, really strong all the time actually. But like this card trades with so many cards. This card can trade with the Runic Fountain. And like some runic spells and traps, even if they try to flashing fire or whatever. I think that's the right one.
Yeah. Either or, you're trading 2 cards. But
you're trading 2 cards. You get banished the spells and traps, so that way they don't get like a shuffle if they want to try to draw one or whatever and stuff.
And this guy.
So Big Chungus, it's just like I don't know why it gets so big. It's just like cards get banished and like it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting attacked.
Yeah.
And make sure opponents lose, monsters lose attack. But you also like the reason why it's there though is because this card trades. This card is better as interruption because you can start banishing stuff. If a runic card goes off, or if a Kashtira if like a Kashtira card starts banishing stuff, this card is just gonna start banishing stuff on the field and in the graveyard. So this card is like was really strong in this tournament. Like this card really performed well. Also being a water is actually kind of hilarious because it is just like rivalry. But yeah. Yeah, Gozen, that's what I mean. No, rivalry too, because these are worms.
Oh yeah, true.
So like, it's really strong. You can also use this to out rivalry because you start banishing stuff.
Right.
What makes this card really strong too is just like even going second, you can proc this on your own by banishing a Qinglong or a Chuche or a Zhanwu from your graveyard.
Yeah.
And be like on resolution, banish a card.
Yeah. Well, banish 2 cards, right?
Banish 2 cards, one from grave and one from field.
Yeah. So that's pretty strong, you know.
This is a really strong card.
Oh yeah.
I made this more than him.
Yeah.
Funnily enough. Level 9s.
Yep.
Shen, best card in the extra deck. Card trades with so many other cards. It trades against like so many other cards in the format.
Yeah.
Like I mean, trash against Kashtira, but it's literally good against everything else. So I mean, what else to say? I mean, like it's follow up, it's a floodgate, and it's like it's a piece of your engine. This card's nuts.
Awesome.
I know. I used to I always joke about how this card's literally trash, but you know it's really broken. It's actually really broken.
Only in this deck though.
Only in this deck.
Yeah.
Obviously, every other deck is actually trash though.
Yeah.
Level 8s, Baxter, Chi-Xiao, Crystal Wing. You make Crystal Wing off of the Zoken.
Right.
Chi-Xiao is because if you want to do your boring Swordsoul combo. And then you need Baxia for going second, but also you can use Baxia to unbrick your hand. More on the explanation video on how you can actually unbrick your hand.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, Baxia really didn't say in Chi-Xiao.
Chi-Xiao just doing his thing, bro.
Yeah, and then there's Crystal Wing.
He big chilling. Yeah. I mean, he does such as your blackout, so that's like probably the best thing about the card.
Yeah, you can use Chi-Xiao to search blackout, but it's just Chi-Xiao.
He gets to more engine, you know.
Alright, and then level 6s, we have Koro Dragon, Stars Charge Warrior, and Juju. Juju is there for rivalry. I mean, that's about it, honestly. You just use Juju to auto Floodgate if Chuche can't auto Floodgate for whatever reason, you know. Charge Warrior is just a draw. It could also swing at every special summon monster. Yeah. That never came up. Chaos Dragon. Koro Dragon. Koro Dragon is also another way to draw. You have to use these cards initially in your going first combo to keep drawing cards.
And then eventually make out of Zoken or you know.
But you can also use Koro Dragon to discard a card and pop a card on the field, which is also really strong.
So he's basically just a secondary one of him.
Right.
You know?
This card's pretty good going second as well. That's about it for level 6s.
Right.
Alright, for the Xyzes, Zeus, Gaia Dragon, Fan, and Break Sword.
Right. This is probably the best one right here, huh?
This is one of the best cards, dude. Like, this card, for some reason, like, it banishes the card from the field and graveyard, but for some reason it also floats.
Right.
So, like, if by the chance this card gets destroyed by a card effect or like by your opponent's attacking monster, you just float into 2 other virtual world monsters
and just keep playing.
And you keep playing after that because you put 2 bottles.
And you know, you can also just float into and make him right after too.
Yeah, you can float into Break Sword, and then Break Sword starts popping more stuff, and Break Sword can also Break Sword is also kind of there to like make your hand more optimal because it could also put a Qinglong in your graveyard by popping your Qinglong and popping your opponent's card.
Yeah, or even going first. You know, sometimes you don't draw enough, you know, monsters, which probably does not happen often, but it can come up where like you can pop this and pop the Qinglong, you know, and then, you know.
Yeah. Gaia Charge Warrior for the extra fan material. It also pierces. Right. That kind of came up.
Right, and obviously Zeus is just Zeus. You know.
I don't even need to say anything about Zeus.
Yeah,
Zeus is Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus just clears the board.
Zeus is Zeus.
Yeah, that card is crazy. That card is always gonna be good. There's never not gonna be a time. Did I say it right? Never not gonna be a time.
There's never not gonna be a time where you don't make Zeus.
Right.
Shotgun D-Berry was fun.
Right. Extra
side deck. Yeah. Side deck. 3 draws. Probably should have just main decked this, honestly. I don't know why I didn't, but like.
Hey, still solid, you know.
Card's insane. I mean, stops your opponent from searching, dude. Who needs Colossus when you got Drill?
Right.
We got Effect Veiler. We don't use this card ever going second. We just use this card going first because this card is just more interruptions going first.
Alright.
Because you want to like the theory behind it is like, long story short, the theory behind it is just like you pass with a low investment board with a whole bunch of hand traps in hand, and this is one of the hand traps that you use.
Yeah.
1 extra nib. I don't need to say anything about that.
Yeah, just want to see it more.
2 Royal Decrees. Only 2 because you can draw into it with your draw power. But
and you just want to do FTK versus like Labyrinth.
I just want to FTK Labyrinth and Trap Tricks.
Yeah, that way you don't have to grind game them, you know.
Right, because that's boring and not fun.
Stop having board nuts.
Harpies.
Yep.
Harpies is literally just there to stop Labyrinth and Trap Tricks.
And
you know?
sometimes Runic.
And sometimes Runic, but like, I don't know how I never used this card in the whole tournament. Also, another thing too with another thing with Royal Decree.
Yeah.
Is like you can use Royal Decree to stop an evenly match, which did happen one time.
Right.
So that's pretty funny. Okay, the actual Runic killer. So Cosmic.
Right.
Only 2 because yes, you could actually draw it 2. But like you only need 2 because Chuche is gonna deal with the Runic cards in general already.
These are just more like kind of like just more Chuches.
Yeah, more These are basically more Chuches.
This is non-engine Chuches.
Non-engine Chuches. You just use this to pop the Fontaine, and your Runic player just scoops.
Yeah.
Chainlink 2 scoop.
Yeah.
3 Lightning Storms. I don't know how this card never came up in the whole tournament, but like
I don't think you went against any back row decks.
I never went against any back row.
Yeah.
But like, or any kind of floodgate deck. So like, this card just never came up. But in theory, this card is still insane. I still would probably keep it in the deck. But Yeah, I mean, like, this card is destructive. I mean, if they're not prepared against Lightning Storm, this card can single-handedly win you a game. But,
Right.
I mean, I just never used it. That's weird. But other than that, that's about it for the side deck.
Yeah, and
that's the whole deck.
Right.
40 card main. Probably wouldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Deck's hilarious though.
Yeah, he won with this deck, you know.
Bro, like I get so much people telling me, dude, like how does this deck have so much gas?
Right.
Like they think it's over and just like I just keep going.
Yeah, you know, trust me, the guys, this deck is really strong. All right, but anyway, that's gonna be it for the deck profile, guys. You do a little quick shout out. You want to shout out to anybody real quick?
Yeah. You know, shout out to, you know, the people at you know, at Lafayette, you know, the locals.
Right.
I love those people. Shout out to Luck and Chuck, you know, the cool group of people, dude. Like genuinely amazing people.
Oh yeah.
You know, shout out to the boys that we rode with. You know,
yeah, shout out to the boys, the homies out there.
The homies
bro.
out there. Love you guys.
Hell yeah, bro.
Other than that, that's about it.
Oh yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. And yeah, we'll catch y'all guys in the next video. We're out.
All right, bye bye.